cost of living in the UK is going through the roof right now, and we all need to be making more money. You don't have to search too long to find a headline and some grim reading about how quickly fuel and food prices are going up.
The latest numbers show prices in December spiked more than expected, up 0.5% compared to November.
Inflation, that's the term we use to measure the increase in prices, was at 5.4% at the back end of 2021. And now in the last few days, we have seen huge increases again in the price of gas and oil, along with food prices, shoving that figure even higher.
The UK's rate of inflation rose to its highest level in 30 years.
Huge pressure is being put on home budgets, and there isn't any sign that this is going to end soon. Interest rates have just gone up in an attempt to slow inflation, meaning many more households are facing mortgage payment increases to add to the fuel and the food bills. On top of that, we can all look forward to national insurance contributions going up by 1.25% in the pound in just a month or two. Council tax rises, rate rises, the list goes on. It's a fairly grim outlook right now. Unfortunately for many, that means that people are going to have to start cutting back on things that aren't necessarily essential. And for those who have already cut back as much as they can, it now means choosing between essentials. That's the situation, so what can we do about it? Well, what I'm hoping to do in this video is to offer up some ideas about how you can increase your income and make a little bit more money to help battle those rising costs. Now, I'm not talking about cutting back and saving money here, I'm talking about bringing more money in the door. I'm going to try and focus on things that you can get moving on pretty quickly and that don't actually cost anything to get started. You won't have to spend a penny to do any of these things. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you to go and buy a house and rent it out. I'm not going to tell you to invest and live off the dividends, because right now, today, that is no good. All those things can be great long-term plans and brilliant if you're in a position to do that, but they aren't going to help you today when you need to make changes in the face of these rising costs. So let's set a little expectation from the start here. We aren't going to become millionaires overnight. All the things I'm setting out in this video are things you can genuinely start with today, with no experience and no money. But unlike all the scammers who want you to buy something to achieve this and promise you the world when you do, these are things you can start free of charge. You can begin to make a little bit of extra money with a bit of time and some good old-fashioned effort. So I'm going to be talking about 3 small side hustles, and the amount of money I'm talking about making might be to cover a phone bill to begin with, or help with some groceries, or maybe let you keep that little weekend treat that you like that was slowly being forced out of the budget. Once you get your foot in the door, then you can look to build on these processes and move on from there into something quite special. Of course, the nature of a side hustle is that the more time you spend building something for yourself and the more energy you're prepared to put in, then the more you're going to see coming back out of that. The internet is awash with get-rich-quick schemes and brag posts, and all that nonsense simply isn't going to work. Nothing worth having comes easy, but hopefully with these suggestions you're going to see that extra money can start coming in today and is within everybody's reach. So look, let today be the day you took that first step on the road to making extra income for a long time to come, so that in the future you don't ever have to worry about rising prices again. So first up, research and feedback sites. Companies need real life consumer data. This is what they use to drive their business forward, and they want to understand how people use their products and websites, and they will pay you to find that out from you. There are lots of websites available where companies will put a few questions to you, ask you to do some surveys, generally get your feedback on various different products that you might use, and they are prepared to pay quite well for it too. I'll leave links to a couple of the best ones in the description below. Sites like Respondent.io offer compensation from $5 right up to $300 to $400 for research sessions from 5 minutes up to a couple of hours. Depending on your profession too, you can get verified and take on specific research about new products or giving feedback on different ones that are in your niche. So there's typically a screener first to see if you are indeed suitable for the project that you want to take on and give some feedback upon. And if you are, the project is set up and away you go. Once completed, payments normally take about 8 to 10 days to hit your account, and that's pretty good. Just scrolling through my emails here, you can see the kinds of things that I have been sent in the last 4 or 5 days. Offers for me to come and earn some money by responding to some questions, typically taking between 30 minutes and an hour each. And if you know other people that would like to take part in this sort of thing, then you can refer your friends. So not only will you be getting the income from completing these questionnaires, but you can also gain a little bit extra by getting your friends to sign up with your link. Everybody helping everybody, and everybody making a few extra quid. Since all kinds of companies need all kinds of people with all kinds of interests from all around the world, there are no shortage of projects to apply for. Usertesting.com is another interesting one to help you make more money. This particular one focuses on testing websites and basically speaking your mind as you use them. So this one involves getting in front of the camera, and while it can take a little practice to get comfortable chatting with your camera and airing your thoughts, it pays pretty well and it can be a lot of fun. You need to pass a small example test to get going on this one, but that's just because they want to understand that they can see and hear you on your device. But apart from that, it's another one where you can get moving very, very quickly and the payments come through pretty fast too. Second is affiliate marketing. We all have products we like to use. We all have companies we love to talk about and recommend to friends and family. We all have social media. So here's what to do. Stop using Facebook and Twitter and Instagram to post pictures of your dinner and start using it to make yourself some money. To do this, join an affiliate network like Impact.com, browse their list of clients who are looking for people just like you to promote their products, and start explaining the benefits of these products to your friends and family who might be interested. These products can get you a little kickback when your friends and family sign up after you recommend them. Impact are affiliate partners with brands like Adidas, HelloFresh, Revolut, the list goes on, all manner of companies in all manner of sectors, all waiting to pay you to bring customers to them. And the way they can pay can vary too. Some offer like a once-off reward, whereas others share revenue. And what that means is that the longer the customer you bring them remains a customer with that company, then the more you're going to get paid. So say you're a massive fan of HelloFresh, for example, then if you're on Facebook, perhaps you could write a quick review of why it's so good. Instagram will then stick some interesting pictures of you doing some cooking maybe. Twitter, share some links, look for topics discussing food and find a way to promote them. There are people out there trying to find information about this brand, so write threads, get involved in some discussion about it, help people with their questions and show them why it is you feel so passionately about them. Most affiliate links will come with some kind of bonus for the new customer to sweeten the deal for them. So if you can find the right target audience, you're going to find it easier than you think to generate sales because the audience is already interested and they're ready to sign up. Now, I'm not saying just to push all kinds of products just because you can. Throwing out random irrelevant affiliate links will never work, but start small, pick something you have a passion for and that you could talk about freely, an area of expertise of sorts. If you have a banking app you use, for example, and you think it's great, tell your friends. If you've had a good experience with your broadband provider, use the Refer a Friend scheme to tell your friends. All these things are going to help bring you in some money. I have another video on my YouTube channel talking about getting started with affiliate marketing, which talks about some of the longer term tips and tricks to make affiliate marketing a success. It's about a year old now, so hopefully I'll be updating that pretty soon. But the principles are sound. However, to get started today, let's start with something you can market to people. Start small within your own network, and then we'll branch out into a bigger audience as time goes by. Print on demand is the third suggestion I have for you. So it's sticking a little bit with the idea of repurposing your social media accounts to go from consuming to creating. How about creating some t-shirts and accessories based around current trends? What I'm talking about here is print on demand. And print on demand, or POD, is a process where you work with a supplier of white label products like t-shirts, baseball hats, tote bags, mugs, that sort of stuff, and you customize these products and sell them on a per order basis. So maybe you're thinking, well, I don't have a printer. I can't buy a whole load of plain white t-shirts of different sizes and hope someone orders something. The best part about POD is that you hold zero stock. All you have to do is come up with an interesting design, upload it to various websites and let them do the rest. These websites make money by taking orders of your designs and selling t-shirts all around the world. You have literally got a global audience. They give you a cut of that sale and that's how you make your money. Being good at drawing or painting isn't a necessary thing either.
It's just like putting snow on the mountain.
Of course it helps if you have an eye for design, but it's not necessary. And just take a look at these text-based t-shirts. Someone has jumped on a piece of news or something that's currently doing the rounds on social media and created something really quickly with just words and published it up here to teespring.com. There are other sites like it, Redbubble for example, and they all make it really easy for you to upload your designs, set your own prices and start selling. Of course, you need something to create your designs with. Canva.com is one such online design tool. Again, entirely free, incredibly functional, and comes with some presets that you can use to create great looking designs in just a few minutes. Now again, you're probably going to need to promote your stuff, otherwise nobody is even going to know it's there, so you might make 1 or 2 sales from people just browsing. But again, social media is the best way to do this in my opinion. Instagram might be a good option as you can post pictures of your designs. Consider maybe setting up a dedicated account though for this particular side hustle, like a catchy name, a fresh look, whatever you think is appropriate, and start trawling the news about some crazy stories that you can use as inspiration for your t-shirts, your mugs, bed sheets even. Facebook, of course, too, will draw the eyeballs of everyone you're friends with, and they might even share a few of your designs for you too. Of course, making money is no good if you don't get into some good financial habits. So to make sure you're maximizing your money, you need to watch this next video to make sure you're getting the most from your cash.